In today's video, I will show you how you can convert this 3ds Max model into this beautiful realistic physical model rendering, adding camera, lighting and materials, as well as tips and tricks that can be applicable in any situation. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this is the model we are going to be using for this video, okay? So I'll put the link in the description so you can also download it and follow along if you want to use this model. But if you have your own personal model that you want to use to, follow along with this tutorial, it's still very much allowed. So I'm going to click on the download, okay? It will bring out different options that you're going to download it from. Now the thing is, the less the version, like the lower the version, the better. Now we can only access 2020 SketchUp model, okay? Just download that one first, okay? So now the next thing we need to do is open it inside SketchUp, like I've done so, okay? You can see the building over here. This is the building that we just downloaded now, all right? So I am going to save it down even further. Okay, this helps us import it into 3ds Max. Okay, while importing it, if it is a higher version of SketchUp, it sometimes will not import. You can try it and you will see it will not import. But if we save it as like so, and then we save it down to, let's say, version 8, it is still going to retain every aspect of the property. Okay, just that 3ds Max will recognize it more. I would say replace it because it's still the same thing to me. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. All right, so we are back in 3ds Max where we're going to be making the physical model. So in customize, let's go to units and setups. It's in millimeters already. This is also in millimeter. Okay. Let me set up, right click over here, select the double. All right, now, so to bring this thing in, I'm not going to go through import, no. You can drag and drop in 3ds Max. So that's what we're going to do. Let's drag and drop this file into this place. Okay. All right. So here we have it. All right. Going to delete this. Going to delete this too. Just going to delete everything. So the first thing I want to do is to add a base. Add a base to this, using the box. Okay, a geometry. Let's go to the top view so I can draw it appropriately. I will convert this box into editable poly, then move the vertices around to make sure it is aligned properly to the base of the model. So I think our model is complete. Okay, let's go back to clay. All right. The idea is to turn here into wood, and then our model is going to be white model, and we are going to have lights inside. All right, we're going to have lights inside. So we're going to select these windows that we have here. Okay. So what I did there, all the windows here are in set ID 9. So you can select all of them at once and then apply glass material to it. That way, when we put the light inside, the light is going to be shining out. All right. So I'm going to detach it. All right. Now I can select all of them like so. Then I'll open my material, my Corona material library. Okay, come over to glass, apply this. So what I did, I right clicked and I assigned to selected object. Now the object selected, which are the window panes, are now glass materials. Okay, so I'm going to open my settings. The renderer I'm going to change to Corona. Okay, and then I'm going to go over to scene, turn on my material override, put the material I want to override everything with. Okay. Let me change the scene, the material to Corona material, and then choose legacy material. Okay, we're not going to do anything to it. We're just going to use it as is. So now, because this window material is selected, I'm going to click the plus button. It is going to add it into there like so. All right. Now, hold up. The plus button we just click now means we have excluded the selected object from the material override. Let me repeat what I just said in English language. Okay. It means when everything else in the scene is showing up as Corona Legacy material, the object selected that has been excluded by the click of the plus button will not be showing up as Corona Legacy material. Instead, it will be showing up as whatever material that is applied to it. And in this case, that is a clear glass material, which you applied a short while ago. The next thing I'm going to do is select these two boxes down here and add it into our excluded objects. Now, when I apply material to it, it is going to show when I start doing my interactive render, as we're going to see. So I'm going to set it to default shading. All right. Select them, then open my material library. Which one should I use? Over to the wood section. I think I should use this. I should use the semi-gloss. Okay. Let me get rid of this. All right. So I'm going to select both of them and I'm going to apply UVW map on it. I'm going to put box. Okay. So let's work on it. Let's make it 20. And then 20. All right. Yeah. Already looking good. Already looking good. But I want the grain of the wood to be the other way, not this way. I want it to go vertically, not horizontally as it is going. So I'm going to select it, drop down the UV map, select the gizmo. Okay. Make sure you're selecting the gizmo. And then let me go to the top view. And then select the rotation button. Okay. And then rotate it like so. Let me do it again. But now I'm going to toggle on this angle snap toggle. Okay. I'm going to turn it angle snap so that it will be snapping to angle when I'm rotating it. So now that I'm rotating, you see the way it is snapping? Now we're at 90. I'm going to leave it. So let me go back to the other view. All right. It's already looking nice. Let me go and add light so we can start our interactive render so we can start seeing what we're doing. To do that, I'm going to come over to the create, okay, to the create tab, and then over to the lights. Drop this tab down and go over to Corona, select Corona, come over to the shape, set it to rectangle. I'm going to draw it to make sure I get the exact extent of the base of the model. And then I'm going to take it up. This is going to be our main source of light for this physical model that we are doing. I'm going to take it up, okay? Maybe even further, so that when I zoom in, let me take it up a bit more. Yeah. Yeah. Something like this. All right. So let me open my Corona VFB. Okay. But before we do that, there's something I want to do. In the render settings, let's go to the performance and turn off this stuff. This fast preview denoise. I don't like it. It blurs everything and messes everything up for me, and that's not what we want. I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't clear my frame buffer each time I click render. Okay. So now let's try again. Let me go to the top view. Let's add a plane, okay, to the extent of this model so that we have a base of, something we're going to be working with like so. All right. This way to create that illusion of infinity. All right. Now let's move it down under the box. Okay. That's all right. Now I'm going to select this box now. This plane, that I just created. Select it and I apply rubber material on it. I think rubber is going to give me what I want. This one. Assign to selected material. Selected objects. Okay. Then I'm going to, just like that. Okay, let's try again and see what we get. Okay, let's stop it. Now everything is showing white, and that is because our material override is still on and we have not excluded this plane. That is why. So let's go back to the scene, okay, in the render settings, and then exclude this plane that we just created. All right, so now I want us to create a camera that we're going to use to capture this view. This is the viewport where we're going to create the camera. Okay. So let me maximize it. Let's get what we are looking for first. Okay. All right, so click this icon over here to create the camera. We are going to modify the camera more, but first of all, let's create the camera. All right, so let's go over to the render settings and turn on and lock this view so that each time we click render or interactive render, it is going to render from this view. Okay, now let's see. As you can see, our model is beginning to take shape. All right. Now we need to add light inside our plane light. Rectangle. Now I'm going to draw it to the extent of this room. Okay, like so. I hope that is it. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to raise it up. Let me be doing interactive render while I do that, so I can be just seeing what I'm doing. Okay, I can see it already taking shape. All right, so two things. I think the light inside is too exposed, is overexposed. Okay, and also this black shading over here, we need to get rid of it. We're going to be tackling that right now. Okay. All right, so first thing first, let's select the light. All right, so let's go over to the modify tab, and then I'm going to bring the light down to 20, the intensity. Let's be taking a look at it. To 20. I'm going to turn off the visibility. That takes care of the light issue that we are having. Okay. I'm going to turn off this one too. All right, so I'm going to reduce it further to 10. All right, now I want to change the color of this light to be warm. So I'm going to adjust the temperature using the Kelvin temperature. So I'm going to make it 32. Okay. And that is too warm. That's too warm. Okay. Yeah. What is that? Yeah. Let me leave it like this for now. Still need to work on this camera a little bit. So I'm going to select the camera. Okay. I'm going to make this 40. Maybe this is too long. Okay. So I'm going to select it. Over here. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, like so. I also think the light above is too much. So let me select it and make it a little bit milder. Okay, make it like that. I think that is cool. All right. Now I think we need to work on this material over here. We need to tone it down a bit. Yeah. All right, so I am going to select the light on the inside. I need to now increase the intensity a little bit so that it will be shining out. I'm going to make it like 20. Let's see. Let me shift this. Let me close all these things. Okay. So I'm going to stop it for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is better. Way better. Let me turn on the target again and bring it down a little bit more. Like so. And take it back. Yeah. Let's see. Now we need to see this part of the wood. Okay, we need to, view it because right now it is not visible. We are not seeing anything there. So let me stop this now. This light that we have here, need to make a copy of it. Okay, just a copy of it, not an instance. Make sure it's at the copy. So I'm going to take it over here, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn on the target. All right. Let's go and select the target. So like this plane, just to make sure that we don't move it, I'm going to freeze it. Okay, so I'll freeze it here. Now it will not. Will not go. We cannot select it by mistake or anything. So I want to select this light now. Let's deselect this. Yeah. So only the target is what we have selected. Let me take it down, and then because now we need to point it towards this direction, and then I need to resize the light. Okay, the other way around. I need to take it down a bit. Turn off the visibility of the light, turn off everything except this one. Okay, like so. Yeah, it's okay now. Let's go to the top view. Let's add the interactive render and see what we have. All right, so right now, we need to tone this light down because it is becoming too much. we already have our key light which is shining from the top. This is supposed to be a field light, so I think we should just make it like 5. Okay, so it will be visible but not too much. Let's see it. Yeah, 5 is okay. Yeah, let's see it in full screen. 5 is not bad. Yeah, so now you can see we are seeing this side of the model. Right now we're almost done, but right now we are going to put trees and human beings so that we can bring this model to life. All right, so to do that, I'm going to use forest pack right here. Okay, so I'm going to select it. First of all, let me go to wireframe mode over here. Press F3 on your keyboard. So I'm going to go over and select what I need. Okay, I will be using this black pine a lot, and then maybe use one of these big ones later. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in custom edit. When you're in custom edit, that's when you can drop it 1-1. If it is in generate, if I click here, it's going to populate this entire geometry with these 3, and we don't want that. We want to be able to drop it 1 by 1 by 1. Okay, so I'm going to select this, and I'm going to click import selected. Okay, now like I said, making sure you are in custom edit. Okay, I'm going to click, let me put it on plan mode. Okay, I'm going to click here, just say okay. Let's wait for it. All right, so 1 has entered, as we can see. All right, go to plan. Now with this, I'm going to copy it all over the model. Copy as I see fit. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, you can see our model taking shape. Okay, let's bring in one huge tree. Okay, let's go back to forest park. Let's come down here and maybe select this one, import. Still making sure that it's in custom edit, and click. Okay, it's gonna take a while, but it's going to load. Yeah, it's there. Okay, I think that should do it. All right, so yeah, I think that should be enough. Now let's go ahead and bring in human beings into this scene. All right, so they are in. So I'm going to open so I can drag them around. Okay. If I let me select all of them and move them. We're not going to put all of them. We're just going to put the ones we need to put, and then I'm going to be moving them around with this. Okay. They're on the ground now. So I'm going to put this person here. I'm going to put this person here. I'm going to put this person here. All right. Let's see what we have. All right, as you can see. Let me get rid of more human beings. Let me take this tree to the back. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, let me maximize it. See what we are having. Minimize again. Let me select the camera and take it a bit back. Okay. I think 45 is cool. So there you have it. That's how you can do this. So now let me go ahead and increase the warmness. Okay, decrease it a bit. All right, so I'll go over there, set up my render settings. Okay, put this to 1 high quality, and take this to Australia 3000. Okay, before I render, let me see what I have. Okay, so hit render, and there you have it. You're done. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like, and if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Not only that, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our future tutorials. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.